Abstention, the amendment passes.
Okay, board members, we're on Central Region Elementary School number 14.
So you're back in your seat. You finished with me now?
Any discussion on elementary school number 14?
Yes, Board President, I have an amendment.
Ms. Flores?
Board members, I have an amendment to make on this recommendation, and I first just want to acknowledge Superintendent, who I know struggled very, very hard with this recommendation and was weighing and struggling with all of the things that I was weighing and struggling. And in the end, we disagreed with the recommendation. And I am amending the recommendation to name Camino Nuevo as the operator of elementary school number 14, and let me tell you why. This, actually I think what you said reinforced even more so, Mr. Cortines, my amendment. That when you went to visit the school, you were blown away. You were blown away. And this is what we need to experience when we visit all of our schools. And we have your two panels recommended Camino over your recommendation. The plan quality and strength was absolutely far and beyond. The track record of this provider is second to none, especially for the population of kids that this school will serve. 60% English learners in this community. As I said, the reviewers' input recommended by all 6 reviewers, and the local district proposal had mixed reviews, and you recommended it, in fact, with reservations. I am happy to talk very specifically about the track record, about the data, about why else this plan is the better plan for this school. And so, board members, I ask for your consideration of this amendment. I will say that I heard from parents who supported Camino Nuevo, and I heard from parents, my staff heard from parents, for both actually, that supported the local District 4. And one of my conclusions, Mr. Cortines, is that the plan that came from local District 4 is a good plan, and that's the kind of plan we ought to also be looking for the schools that are struggling in the area, which many of the parents expressed concern over, Logan and others. I'd like for us to think about how we use that existing plan for these other schools. They are the ones that are extremely, extremely in need of support. It's a well-put plan, and there was a lot of effort from local District 4. I would like for us to find a way to use that plan to improve the nearby schools.
So, Ms. Flores, what is your amendment?
My amendment is for Central Region Elementary School number 14 to be operated by Camino Nuevo.
Is there a second? Any discussion on the amendment? Yes, Ms. Gallatin, and then Mr. Zimmer, and then Ms. Lamont.
It's my understanding, and I just want someone to confirm that both proposals are bilingual models or dual language models. Is that correct?
They both have elements of bilingual and dual language.
I guess I'm wondering if parents don't, since both models have that as kind of a big piece of it, if parents don't want their children in that kind of model, where do they go?
They'll have to go to another school.
But that's for both proposals, correct?
That's the reason that I was conflicted, because I thought the dual language plan was good. But see, I think that we, and the buck stops here, we made a mistake. If it was good, if we wanted a dual language model at that school, I should have announced, you have to do a dual language. I didn't do that. And one, a charter, proposed a dual, theirs is a dual language, the very best, by the way. But there is no choice for people who do not want that. You have to go to another school. I felt that I had to recommend a plan that would have dual language, but also would have other choices at the school. And the amendment is that, and I think that's a board call.
Yes, actually there are two items that go with my amendment, and that's that we ask Camino Nuevo to establish a process for parents that do not want to be involved in dual language, and that they include a structure for those parents in the school.
I would support that, but I think before you approve it, you need to have your staff have a negotiating session with them to see if they are willing and bring it back. That's all I wanted, was a choice for everybody there. See, I can't disagree with that.
So if that is the, I mean, if there's some sort of opt-out or something for parents, I'm in support of that, because this is definitely a model that has a huge track record.
I've already asked for that, and that would be part of this plan.
Mr. Zimmer?
So I have a little bit of a different take on the district plan versus the Camino plan, and the different forms of bilingual models that they present. I appreciate that there would be a caveat, but I actually have full faith in Camino that if they realized that there were students that were not being served in their model, that they would, I'm glad that you're gonna have that process. I have total faith in them that they would do it anyway. That's actually not my issue. I have been to Castellanos, and it's an amazing place. I came unannounced. I was, to use the superintendent's terminology, blown away, as I've always been when I visit Camino Nuevo schools. There's no arguing with the model. It is a charter model that we should all be applauding and supporting. The reason why I support the community plan is actually because that is exactly the type of plan that we have been asking our teachers and our partners to create. This is one of those uncomfortable circumstances where you have, where you have two plans, and you wish you could take one and put them somewhere else where you don't have the plan that we want, but we don't, and the process hasn't been set up that way. This is
it's considered.
This is a vision. The plan is a visionary, lofty, high expectation, researched model that is, my conflict on this is I read that plan and I was as excited about that plan as I was visiting Castellanos. I actually believe in what's happening at Castellanos, and I'm very confident that 2 to 3 years out, we're going to see the results that we think that we're going to see. There is actually, though, some caution with that. The folks were very honest with me about some of the challenges of running a neighborhood boundary school versus a school of choice. Particularly, I think that there are some challenges in the necessary differences between the upper grades and the kindergarten and first grade, where you're implementing the model from day one. So I'm a little bit cautious about the results that we're going to see. I'm optimistic, but I'm a little bit cautious because there are some differences, and a very, very hard choice here on me comes down on the side of supporting the innovation that we've asked for. And I wish we didn't have to make this choice, and I understand the power of the Camino Nuevo model. It's my favorite model. It is the model that I spent the 1990s fighting for. So it's very hard for me not to vote for that. But I do think that we have an outstanding plan that offers the innovations and the partnerships that we've asked for. And so I can't not support it when people have delivered what we've asked them to deliver. So that's what I wanted to say.